Hey guys, Mr. C here. I am going to be showing you how to make this sitemap using Google Drawing. So step one is of course to open up Google Drive, create a Google Drawing, and I'm going to erase this and we're going to start with a blank slate. So first thing I'm going to do is choose a rectangle shape, draw it out at the top here, and I'm going to give it a title. We'll call this home. With the rectangle selected, I can choose the text alignment there, left and right, center, or I can even adjust whether it's the top, the bottom, or in the middle. I can make the text bigger, holding down Command or Control Shift, and then using the alligator or greater than, less than. Every time I click it, it gets bigger or smaller. Cool. All right. So I'm going to make a copy of this, so Controller Command C and Controller Command V. And this one's going to be a little bit smaller. These are the navigational elements that are on our home page. Let's make a couple of these. So you can do Command C, Command V, or you can also hold down the Alt key and then click and drag to make a copy automatically. Okay, so now this looks really sloppy. So what I want to do is I want to drag select all of the buttons here, and then I can go to Arrange, Align, and Middle, and that lines all those guys up. And then to adjust the spacing between each one, I can go Arrange, Distribute horizontally. Now they've got even spacing. I'll center this right over the top of them. Cool. Okay, now you can use just the regular line tool and you can create lines manually and draw it over, or we can use this elbow connector and I can hover over this first rectangle, and see when I do that I get these 4 dots. These are connection points, and I can click on one of those dots and click and drag to another rectangle and connect to one of its 4 dots. And now I have a path drawn from this shape to that shape. And what's cool is that I can move this around and that path follows. I can also set some end characters or some end, not characters, but shapes. So this line here ends here and it starts here. And so I can choose this drop down on line end and click on that arrow. And so now this has an arrow at the end. So it shows the flow direction. All right, so I'm going to click my elbow connector. And it takes a couple tries sometimes. I'm going to hit that one. And do another one here. And then doing one more right there. Okay. Now let's give these some actual titles here. We'll call this About. And this is Contact. This can be Products. And maybe over here we've got a Login. Cool. All right. Now, to have some sub-information or subcategories, let's put some under products. So I'm going to take the products one, I'm going to copy and paste that, and I'm going to do the same thing here. Just hold down the Alt key and make copies of these guys. And these I want to actually be a little bit smaller. And again, we can use our Arrange, Align. This time we're going to do Center because they're stacked, and then Arrange, Distribute, and then vertically now. Cool. And what I'd like to do now is show that these products here are underneath the main products. So again, I'm going to go back to my elbow connector, click on that dot, and drag down to the next dot. Click on the elbow connector again. Oops, that happens sometimes. There we go. And then one more to connect to this guy. Sweet. And maybe this is hammers, this is nails, and wrenches for some reason. Those are our product categories. So we don't have to actually list every single product out, but if there is going to be a organization of some kind, it's good to show that organization. One last thing I want to show is that if you click on one of the shapes and then hold down the Shift key and then click on another shape, another shape, another shape, you can actually select all of these shapes one at a time. You don't want to select the lines, you want to select the shape, and you can right click and you can change the shape. So let's say we want to go with like a 3D box, and maybe we want to get rid of the stroke, so we can set the border color to transparent, and you can also choose a different fill color. Kind of cool. And then if you drag select just the connectors, you can change the color on those guys, and you can even set a line thickness, and then whether it's dashed or dotted. Cool. I find that the thicker lines on dashes and dots don't really connect well. They don't. There's not enough of a line to show it, so I like to never really go above 2 pixels. And then last but not least, let's change the typeface on these guys here. So these are all Arial, and let's go with Oswald. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Now, what you can do to import this into another Google document is you can just drag select or hit Controller Command A and then Controller Command C to copy, and then you can open up another document and then just paste it right in there. All right, awesome. Thank you.